Hello, my name is Richard Taylor, and for the past several years I've been living with the symptoms and the diagnosis of dementia, probably of the Alzheimer's type. Recently, I was honored to be selected as the recipient of the 2009 Carter Williams Legacy Award for the new purpose that I have created for my life. And that purpose is to bring a voice to people who are living with Alzheimer's and dementia, and helping others see persons with dementia as people first. We're not just a disease, that needs to be cured. We are whole human beings who just happen to have a diagnosis of dementia. People with dementia are whole people, and they should be treated as whole people. The award I received is given annually by the Pioneer Network. And with this personal award, I want to take the opportunity to attempt to shape the focus of the 2010 Carter Williams Legacy Fund. Now, this is a fund created and administered by the Pioneer Network to financially support opportunities for personal growth in those individuals who are quite literally pioneers in their own right in the new frontier of aging. These are individuals who are working every day to change the culture of elder care and aging all across America. I've asked that the 2010 awards be granted to these individuals who are directly engaged in research and support of folks who have been diagnosed with some form of dementia, and for their wonderful caregivers who care for them. I believe there is a grossly disproportionate emphasis on supporting research efforts into finding a cure for dementia, primarily the Alzheimer's type. And this emphasis is clearly at the expense of focusing on finding promising or best practices to deal with the real-life, everyday problems created by being forced to live with the various symptoms of dementia. Unfortunately, there's very little focus on how to help those of us who are living with dementia and the angels who currently are caring for us. I agree it'd be wonderful for all of us baby boomers to have a legacy to ourselves and our children of having funded the efforts to cure and eliminate dementia from our planet. The reality is, this is almost for sure not going to occur in our lifetime, and it most likely won't occur in the lifetime of our children, given the fact that we've spent almost 25 years researching this and billions of dollars on that research. The reality is that more than half of us, 52% to be exact, now know someone who is living with dementia or someone who's had it. The reality is that up to 80% of assisted living and nursing home residents, your mom and your dad, your uncle and aunt, have some degree of dementia. The reality is people with dementia are everywhere. Now here's my challenge to you. I ask you to please donate $1 for every person you know who is living with or has been touched by the symptoms of dementia. Take a moment to think, how many people do you personally know who are living with the symptoms of dementia or have been touched by those symptoms? How many people with dementia do you know who deserve to have a better quality of life? I believe we need to work together to create a new legacy. A legacy which supports and enables people who must live with dementia and their families and professional caregivers who live with the consequences of dementia. A legacy which convenes and advances and broadcasts the already diverse individual efforts to identify and define specific ways or methods to humanize dementia care for people who are living with dementia. I believe it is a moral imperative. Yes, it is a moral imperative that people who are currently living with the symptoms of dementia and their families and their caregivers, these folks should be the first priority for research and support dollars. Now, with this award comes my chance to offer others, to offer you the opportunity to create that legacy of support for your parents and for your children and for yourself. To my knowledge, this is the only opportunity to support the relatively few individuals who are currently working to conduct research and provide support to humanize dementia care. You know, as we all grow older, we all run an increasingly higher probability of living with the symptoms of dementia in our own lives. We call Alzheimer's the long goodbye. But don't say goodbye to people with dementia. Say hello. The legacy you create today will change the way that you'll be treated if you ever have to live or walk in these shoes of mine. Please donate $1. Donate $1 to dementia. $1 for every family member, $1 for every friend, neighbor, and friend of a friend who now lives with dementia. That isn't too much to ask from any one individual. But collectively, if every one of you will do it, we could raise more than $1 million. And I firmly believe we will raise more than $1 million. In fact, I'm confident this will happen. Do it for your children and your folks, and do it for yourself. Please, do it now. Thanks.